What's going on, guys? Today we're back with a new video, and in today's one we're going to be doing a video on tips and tricks for vehicles in DayZ. Now, before we get into the tips and tricks, I do have to put a bit of a disclaimer. Vehicles have been known to be laggy in DayZ, especially on the console side of it. If you don't want to take the risk of losing your gear or your own life, then I would stay away from them. But with that being said, let's get straight into the video. There are 5 vehicles currently in DayZ, 4 cars and 1 truck. So we're going to start off with the cars first. Having all the doors on a vehicle will make it a lot quieter when you're driving. If you don't have the doors on a vehicle, it'll be really loud and you'll hear the car quite a lot. But if you actually have all the 4 doors on the vehicle and you're enclosed in the car, it will dampen that sound quite a lot. It takes 5 3/4 of a canteen to fill up a radiator. If you don't have a gas canister around, that's how many it will take. When turning a corner or going around a bend in a car, you don't want to give the car full power while turning into a corner. You will spin out and crash. The best way to not lose control of your car when you're going around the bend or a corner is leave the car roll into the corner. Keep your finger off the acceleration until you're out of the corner, and then you can put the acceleration back on again. This will give you better traction and better steering while going into a corner or turning a bend. If a car starts lagging or bouncing, turn off the car and just wait. Give it a couple of seconds or even a minute to settle. And then once it's settled again, you can start the car and hopefully be able to drive off again without an issue. Jumping out of a vehicle will kill you even at low speeds. I found this out while watching Wobo's recent tips video. I'll leave it linked in the description down below. This has happened to me quite recently, and it kind of makes jumping out of vehicles a bit pointless, and I think the devs need to tweak this a bit to actually make it a bit more useful. You need to now open the trunk of a vehicle to be able to see the inventory of it. Before, you were able to just walk up to it with it closed, hit tab, and you'd be able to see your inventory. The battery and radiator can be locked in place with a screwdriver, and no one can unlock it unless they have a screwdriver to do so. Same can be done for wheels, but you will need a tire iron for this. You can lock all wheels in place and then they can't be taken off unless somebody has a tire iron. You can repair vehicle parts like doors and car panels with epoxy putty. So if you have anything up to a badly damaged panel or a door, you can use epoxy putty and get it back to a worn state. If a panel is ruined, then it is just useless. You cannot repair a radiator in a car, so if you damage your radiator, you need to find a new one ASAP. I would recommend always carrying some spare parts in your car. Carry a spare battery, spare radiator, and a spare spark plug. Whether it be down to bad driving or server performance, you'll more than likely need one of those parts at some stage, and they're always very useful to have in your inventory of your car. A car and truck battery will deplete every time the car starts, but it will be charged slowly by the car when it is on. You can also charge batteries with the battery charger in game. If you crash your car and one of your tires on your vehicle is ruined, keep the tire on the car if you don't have a spare one. The car will control a lot better even with a ruined tire on the car than it will without a tire on the car. You can find wheels for the vehicle you're looking for by checking the vehicle's car wrecks around the map. They usually spawn tires on them. You can also repair tires with the tire repair kit. If you have enough tire repair kits, you can bring the tires back up to a worn state again. Now going on to the only truck in DayZ, which is the M3S. The M3S is best driven in 3rd and 4th gear. These seem to be the fastest ones when taking off. For some reason, 1st and 2nd make the vehicle super slow while taking off from a dead stop. The M3S is also one of the best vehicles for off-road. The M3S will also make a great mobile base with all the storage it has. I have made a video talking about this exact discussion before. I will leave this also linked in the description below. The only downside to the M3S is that it is super slow. It can go to a top speed of 45 kilometers per hour, and you might hit 50, maybe 55 if you're going downhill, but that won't last forever. There's pretty much all the tips and tricks I have for vehicles in DayZ. But now I do have some suggestions for the devs for maybe future updates or something that could make cars just even a bit more better. It would be cool if we could use lockpicks in game to be able to lock and unlock a car. Just give that extra bit of security for our vehicle. It would also be nice to be able to make a car cover with some camo netting or the fabric used in game. And that is pretty much all the tips and tricks and suggestions that I have for vehicles in DayZ. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to drop the like and comment down below your thoughts, or if I have missed any tips or tricks, be sure to leave me know as well. I always usually miss out on a few. But otherwise than that, that's pretty much it for this video. I shall catch you guys in the next one, so peace out for now.